點做咧呢個任務？外邊點解我喺度嘅？好似好唔合理。喺呢度行咗㗎啦。哦，搭緊過去。我以為呢度有入口。我隻狗喺邊？我隻狗叫咩名？乜？點偷聽 ？Listen to the blacksmith did。點啊？佢之前係即刻講嘅。我睇住漫畫先。唉，係咪應該會聽到佢講嘢？ 我諗佢係見到我。再問問先。我唔係好想穩住嘅，其實我想自己試下，但係冇任何反應。佢咪當見到我嘅咧？咁咪之前會講嘢咧？其實可以唔做住嘅，其實可以唔做住嘅。
My humble greetings. How may I help you?
I'd like to order something here.
Uh-huh. And what do you want?
試下呢個。
I'd like a private bath for 2.
I'm sure you'll be extremely satisfied. Good luck, Ted. Oh. 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 Oh.
做埋妓院嘅呢個。 咪真係有咁多 buff house 喺中世紀嘅時候，每個鎮都有一個。得閒查下，我得閒查下中世紀啲人幾時點樣沖涼啊先。覺得自己間屋好似真係冇咩設施沖涼，一係就落河沖。落河沖又啲水又唔一定係非常乾淨，即係可能混咗啲泥沙入去，都啱嘅。有個特定嘅地方去用啲乾淨水嚟沖涼都啱。我有洗乾淨。
Can I help?
我有啲興趣睇下個 buff 係點樣。Alpha mate。Oh my god！ 應該沖咗涼。
Who is it? Jesus.
喂，我係客人嚟嘅喎呢度。我特登喺河中間個島度做呢啲嘢，厲害厲害厲害！好多 quest。哇！你個地圖，你 2D 地圖咁隨便嘅喂，稍喺下邊嚟嘅，咁上面係咩？有礦山啊，好似上面係咩咧？咁
Isn't that what? Shit, Henry!
Henry! Here!
Henry!
I'm glad to see you.
Matthew! Fritz! You're alive!
Of course we're alive.
You can't get rid of us that easily.
I'm almost surprised how happy I am to see the pair of you are all right.
We are now, but we barely made it.
Yeah, it was hard. Fritz ran like a little girl.
Really?
Bollocks! Bloody Joker.
Tell us what happened to you.
They gave me a pretty good thrashing as well. It was only in Rat Eye that I got back in my right mind.
And I see you're not doing too badly for yourself. What are you up to?
Right now, I'm a squire for Sir Radric.
I see you've worked your way up.
And how are you two getting by?
It's shit.
You said it. We're still chopped off to bits. Owe the monastery a bundle. And there's no work here.
Not for anyone with more than half a brain, anyway.
Well, you two and work never got along. But don't tell me that they're not in need of carpenters. They're reconstructing the monastery.
They don't want us there.
And there's nothing else around here.
Hey, you wouldn't happen to know of anything?
It will really help us out right now.
Well, I can ask around, but I'm not promising anything.
Thanks, Henry.
We'll pay off the debt. Don't you worry.
And where would they hire you two?
Well, we were carpenters in the mines, so wherever they work with wood, I suppose. Forget about construction. After Scarlet's, no one will be building for a long time. Just here in Sasau, and they don't want us here. The best chance we have is to work at a mill. People always have to eat. Ideally, we're looking for a job that pays a lot and doesn't require much work.
What other neighbours of ours made it?
Your hunker's in the monastery. That girl really helped us out. That's about all we know. When we ran for it, we helped Teresa, but who knows where she is now? We got separated.
I was the one who helped her get out of Skalitz. She lives with her uncle in a mill in Ratai.
I'm glad she survived. Since you know her so well, why not try asking her if she knows about any work? Good luck then.
我攞你錢得100，離開你咯。
My respects to you.
係咪一樣嘅你？
Are there any problems around here I might be able to help with?
Nothing I've heard about. Thank the good Lord. It's quiet here. God be with you.
有張床喺度。
My humble greetings. How may I help you? Goodbye.
樓上係睡房嚟，呢間旅館都好似幾靚下，同其他我見過嘅相比。啊，連馬房都有。又有 quest。suppose 要入下位邊？呢埲牆到底有咩意義 ？Nest 好難揾喎。呢度花田嚟㗎呢度。
God be with you.
Do you want something?
I do. And you look like the kind of fellow who knows a thing or two and wouldn't mind a bit of work that's not entirely, well, honest.
What's it about?
I'm looking for someone who knows how to dip her pockets. For a reward, of course.
It's lucky for you that I happened along. Who do you want me to rob?
There's a farmer who lives in the craftsman's yard. He made a killing supplying vegetables to the monastery. I worked for him for a while, but then he threw me out without even paying me for my labour. I'd like you to steal the groschen he owes me. And also a pouch containing an amulet he got from the herb woman. He's as superstitious as an old crone, so when he realises he's lost it, he'll have a fit.
Sounds easy enough.
It ain't quite that easy, otherwise I'd handle it myself. That fucker don't trust no one, and he's always looking over his shoulder. If you manage to nick his pouch and his coin, you can keep the groschen as a reward. Take care now.
花田嚟嘅，我喺度採花係咪等於偷嘢？好大片，仲有好大片地方左手。攞啲食物先，我應該點行呢條路？咁鬼難理解嘅。呢度養牛，啲牛又完全唔喐。把花盆放喺依度，因為牧場嚟㗎。呢度應該牧場嚟，我兜入去睇一睇。我知道係啲咩都好。我都冇認真。 呢個係 monastery 嚟，咁巨型嘅，成個鎮咁大。monastery courtyard。
Can I take a look inside the monastery?
What's got into you, boy? The grounds inside the monastery belong to the monks of the Order of Saint Benedict. No others shall pass. Good luck to you.
都係可以隨便行入嚟。哦，啊！呢度有人殺手，呢度真係冇嘢呢度。
But I need more for them!
They leave soon. We can supply you with a few more blankets, but not many.
Look at them! Look at the state they're in!
I know the wounded need caring for.
One of them dragged himself in here with broken ribs, and now he's going to die from pneumonia and starvation!
Look, we're doing the best we can, and this kind of attitude isn't helping. I bid you good day.
Johanka?
Henry?
I'm glad to see you.
Me too. I heard that you're doing well.
Well, that depends.
You're alive. So you're doing well.
我唔記得你係邊個。
What's happening here? Oh my god. Philip and... they're all...
Yes. Where do you think the wounded ended up?
Actually, I had no idea.
Well, now you know. Me and Nicodemus have been trying to keep things under control since Skalitz was raised. Just the two of us.
So can I help at all?
Certainly. We can always use an extra pair of hands here. And it's been like that since the beginning.
I was in a bad way myself back then. They took me to Ratai unconscious, and I needed a healer. How's everyone holding up? What can I do?
Holding up? People here are dying, usually needlessly, and I can't do anything about it. We don't have enough food or space or anyone who's willing to help us.
Doesn't anyone help you with nursing these people? You've got scholars all around you.
Scholars, maybe, but they leave the healing up to God. Nicodemus is trying, but everything he knows is from his books.
Brother Nicodemus? Who's he?
He takes care of the injured. He knows something about herbs and a little about setting broken bones.
And is he good at it?
He tries, but he doesn't have much experience.
Doesn't the monastery care for them?
They give us some food for them and a place to sleep, but I wouldn't say they help exactly. More like they just tolerate us.
Do you have enough food?
Enough to survive, maybe, but convalescents need feeding up.
Maybe if I brought some meat, some game, that would strengthen them up.
That would be a great help.
Anything else you need?
Look around.
Well, it is a little crowded.
Crowded? I've had to leave some of the sick lying in the open air, even at night. And have you seen what they're lying on?
I'll try to negotiate better conditions with the monastery.
I tried that. Out loud. They just nod their heads, but don't move a muscle.
Very well. And how are you doing? You're the only woman here, alone in the monastery.
Some of the monks speak to me, but other people act like I don't exist. Too bad the custodian isn't one of those.
Is the custodian causing you problems?
All the time. Apparently he has a wife somewhere, but that doesn't stop him. He's constantly strutting around in front of me.
And, what else?
What do you mean, what else? He's invited me to his home.
I could do something about it, if you liked.
No, I can deal with him. The last thing I need is you going around threatening people. It won't help me, and it definitely won't help the refugees.
Why is there a guard outside?
He's here because of me.
Because of you?
Yes. There was one time I just had enough of it all, of the way they treat us, and I almost slapped one of... But that doesn't matter.
What can you tell me about the custodian?
He's supposed to be in charge of all the guards and the security of the monastery. But really, he has a say in pretty much everything, including supplies. And that's why he probably thinks he can do whatever he wants.
All right, that's all I need to know.
Look, Henry, I know I can speak harshly, but I'm at the end of my tether. Last week, Bohuslav died. Maybe you knew him. And nobody even blinked an eye. We desperately need help.
I'll do whatever's in my power.
Henry, how are you?
Tell me more about the situation here. All right, that's all I need to know.
May the Lord
Wish
watch
me
over
luck.
you.
多一個 quest giver。
He'll be able to get out of this on his own.
Christ above! I can't get a wink of sleep.
What are you making such a fuss about?
A fuss? Because of my leg, I have to stay here for at least another week. Hurts like fuck. And with everyone else moaning and groaning all night, I can't get any sleep.
Why don't you go and lie somewhere else?
I can't. Not with this leg.
Maybe I can make you something to help you sleep.
Oh, then for God's sake, do it quickly. Good luck to you.
What will happen to my family?
I'm not needed here.
pickpocket 好過分，我要瞓嘅喎呢度。
Philip, from Skalitz. I don't see any wounds, but he's shaking terribly. And who are you?
Brother Elias.
What do you do here?
What I can. I'm just trying to help the Skalitz locals as much as I can.
How long have you been helping here?
Since before the refugees arrived. It was much less crowded back then.
And what do you do here exactly?
Mainly, I help Brother Nicodemus. Occasionally, I keep watch at night in case someone takes a turn for the worse. Sometimes I have to hold the patient down, or fetch and carry things.
Do you know anything about healing?
A little. I can manage the basics, but without Brother Nicodemus, I'd never be able to deal with the more difficult cases.
Thank you.
Take care now.
He's not reacting. But all I can see that's wrong with him is his leg. I have to ask Johanka. I'm not needed here.
What are the...
你哋係 Scarlet 嗰個襲擊嘅受害者嚟嘅，咁過咗好耐嘅喎。我諗起碼2-3個月。
You're not from Scarlet?
No, but please help me. I can't stay here.
What happened to you?
I was working on the building when the scaffolding up by the roof collapsed underneath me.
Well, and you're very lucky you survived at all.
Yes, that's what everyone tells me. But it's no use being alive if all I can do is lie here like a wet sack of barley.
Well, you're pretty battered, but I don't see anything that a few weeks' rest can't fix.
Weeks? My God, I have to get back to work sooner than that.
What's the problem? Why can't you stay until you heal?
I have a family. I'm poor. It's only thanks to the building work that we can survive. And the master told me if I don't come back in a few days, then I shouldn't come back at all. And where can me and my wife go then?
I just won't get any sleep.
Who'll take us in? We'll end up living in the woods, where any bandit or ruffian could set on us.
Is there anything I can do to help? It looks like they took care of your wounds.
When I was little, my father got trampled on by a horse, and an old hag from the village gave him some kind of purple herbs for it. And he got better very quickly.
And do you remember what the herbs were?
I don't. But there's supposed to be the whole cursed knowledge of the world in this place. Something has to be written about it. A herbarium. Anything.
I'll try to find something.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good luck to you.
What do you want?
You look all right.
Mostly, but my leg still hurts.
Did the humans wound you?
That's what I tell the ladies. Truth is, I did myself a mischief while I was running away.
And do they rebandage it for you?
Occasionally. They told me they don't have enough bandages.
Well, that's no use. Those bandages need changing. I've got bandages, so I can take care of it.
Wonderful. Could you tell Brother Nicodemus?
I can do it myself.
I thought you were a blacksmith.
A long time ago. But unfortunately, I've had to learn a thing or two about the art of medicine since then.
Well, fine then. Good luck. Huh? Damn. Why are you waking me?
How are you feeling?
Good. It feels clean. Hope it helps.
It will. Tell them to rebandage you daily. You have the bandages here.
Thank you very much, Henry.
Don't mention it.
God be with you.
要攞啲嘢食先。哎呀！ 好聲。
Just for a while, he says. To help your neighbours, he says. It's been weeks.
But I need more for them.
We can supply you with a few more blankets, but not many.
Look at them. Look at the state they're in.
I know the wounded need caring for.
One of them dragged himself in here with broken ribs, and now he's going to die from pneumonia and starvation.
Look, we're doing the best we can, and this kind of attitude isn't helping. I bid you good day.
Quiet!
What will happen to my family?
Johanka?
Henry?
I'm glad to see you.
Me too. I heard that you're doing well.
Well, that depends.
You're alive. So you're doing well.
What's happening here? Oh my god. Philip and... they're all...
Yes. Where do you think the...
Actually,
Well, now just the two.
um...
Certainly.
I was in a How is everyone?
Holding up. We don't have enough food.
Doesn't any...
Scholars.
Can I have a look at them myself? I know a little about healing.
Do you now? And what would you do if you burnt yourself at the forge?
First, you have to cool it down with water. Marigold ointment helps, and it's better if you don't bind it and let it breathe.
You do know what you're talking about. Looks like blacksmiths know about more than just pulling teeth.
Pulling teeth? Nothing to it. As long as you don't squeeze the pincers too hard and crush them.
Well, go and see if anyone needs anything. Just don't go pulling anyone's teeth.
Doesn't the monastery care for them?
They give us some...
Do you have enough?
enough to...
Maybe if I...
That.
Anything else you need?
Look around.
Well, it is a...
Crowded. I tried that.
Very well. And how...
Too bad the...
is the cust...
All the...
And...
What do you mean, what?
I could do something. Why is there a...
He's...
Because if...
Yeah.
What can you tell me?
He's supposed to be in charge, and that's why...
All right.
Look, Henry, I know I can speak harshly, but I'm at the end of my tether. Last week we desperately...
I'll do what...
Quiet!
Everything here is fine? He's not reacting. But all I can see that's wrong with him is his leg. I have to ask Johanka. Philip, from Skalitz. I don't see any wounds, but he's shaking terribly.
Please, help
Everything here is fine? I'm not needed here.
Christ!
What are you making?
Fuck!
Why don't you...
God be with you.
These wounds have been well taken care of. You're not...
No.
What?
I was what?
What?
Yes, that's...
What?
We...
What's...
I have important work and me...
Is there anything...
When I was little...
Do you remember?
I don't.
I'll try to...
Thank you.
Farewell. You look alright.
Mostly.
Did the cum...
Occasionally.
Well, that's no use. I've got bandages, so I...
Wonderful.
I can do it myself. Along...
Well, may the Lord...
How are you feeling?
Good.
It will. Tell them to rebandage you daily. You have the bandages here.
Thank you very much, Henry.
Don't mention it.
Good luck to you.
I'm not needed here. I'm not needed here. Everything here is fine? Everything here is fine?
Alright.
You're the one who's in charge of the wounded.
Yes, I'm the infirmarius here. Time was I only had a few elderly monks who couldn't walk to take care of. Now I have this mess to deal with.
Monks so old they can't hold themselves up with their own legs.
Oh, if that were the only bodily function they could control. But I shouldn't talk like that. It's a blessing to live to such an age.
How are the wounded from Skalitz?
Some of them are well taken care of. But others are dying here needlessly. It's a good thing we have Johanka here. I'd never be able to manage on my own.
So you don't normally treat the wounded then?
Well, there were accidents, of course. A broken leg, someone who'd been kicked by a cow or bitten by a goat. But this, I've never dealt with the carnage of battle before.
If only it had been a battle. This was cold-blooded slaughter.
You were there? God be merciful to you and the dead and the wounded.
How can I help you?
Have you talked to Johanka?
I did.
Well, if you know something about it, then go and take a look. However, you don't look like you've studied the Hippocratic arts.
That's true. I'm the son of a blacksmith. But I have been around the wounded before. What do I do if I'm not sure of the treatment?
Come and speak to me. We'll see what we can do.
What do you think about the custodian?
Baron von Berg? Well, he does his job well. He keeps us safe here. And the last time I saw him was when I was rubbing ointment on his rash.
I heard he's been here a lot lately.
That's true. He comes to visit Johanka. But he's never here long, and he always leaves unsatisfied.
Thank you. Why are they so badly provided for? People are crammed in next to each other, and some have to sleep outside. That can't be good for them. It gets freezing here at night.
I can't afford anything more for them.
How is that possible? You're the infirmarius. You decide how all the money gets spent.
But I have no say in how much money I'm given. And because the abbot's away, it's still the same amount I had when I was taking care of a few old men.
Can't you do anything? Won't the others help?
Unfortunately not. The brothers in the cloister aren't much interested in the external world. And the custodian has enough on his plate with the chaos in the region. Besides, his main concern is the smooth running of the monastery.
And the local custodian? His crew has enough provisions.
I tried him, but it seems he had some disagreement with Johanka, and now he won't give us anything.
I'll try to talk to him. I can't believe your conscience lets you leave the Skalitz locals in such a state.
I know. I'm ashamed. But my brothers believe it's all in God's hands now.
I can't sleep again.
Even so, conditions here seem to me quite un-Christian.
You're not the only one.
What happened to Philip?
Philip?
He's unconscious. He's shivering and he has a fever.
Ah, I didn't know that. When he first came here, he was fine. No wounds on him. He was escorting the others. Then he got worse and worse until he lost consciousness entirely. Ask Johanka. Maybe she'll know more.
I'd like to learn something from you.
And what can you do?
A bit of everything.
Can you now? But to be more precise, do you understand herbs and medicinal plants?
To be honest, not really.
So what am I supposed to do with you? Well, never mind. At least you'll learn something new. Go to the herb garden, take a good look at what's growing there, and then pull up the weeds in the herbaceous beds. Is that clear?
Clear. I can get cracking.
Not so fast. Have I even told you what I consider a weed? It's dandelions, stinging nettles, and thistles. Those plants have their use, but they've no business growing among the euphrasia and the mentha, or anywhere else in that garden for that matter.
Where is it they're not supposed to grow?
Between the mint and the eyebrights. Once you've cleared the garden of weeds, come back. And woe betide you if you pull up anything but weeds.
Don't worry, you've never had as good a gardener. How do I know which are the weeds?
You see, this is the part where you learn something. Look in the herbarium to find out what a dandelion, stinging nettle, and thistle look like.
How can I tell them apart?
You see, this is the part where you learn something.
I see. Do you know anything about herbs?
I'm not an expert, but I know a little something. Is it urgent?
Well, one of the workers who was injured during construction would like to get back to work. He mentioned some purple flowers that would...
Herbs.
Oh, purple herbs that should help.
I couldn't tell you off the top of my head, but you can have a look in the herbarium here. There won't be too many purple herbs for bruises and sprains.
How about some potion to induce heavy sleep?
Certainly. The old reliable.
Reliable?
Some of the brothers like a good sleep, and sometimes that's the only way to get one. I'll show you how.
Thanks. Would you teach me more about alchemy?
Certainly.
I'm interested in more advanced techniques.
Wouldn't you rather learn the basics first?
I just won't get any sleep.
Basics.
Well, I'll think it over.
May the Lord watch over you.
Where's your hanger?
Henry, how are you?
What's wrong with that man by the altar? He doesn't look wounded, but he's really pale and doesn't react at all.
He had a broken leg. A bad one. The bone had come right through the skin. We tried to straighten it, but I don't know if we did it right. I'm not holding out much hope for him. I've seen folk in that state before, and it didn't end well.
My God, there has to be something we can do.
And what do you suggest? The monks won't help, and I don't know anyone else who can.
係咪一定要而家揀？
Well, I can try. I'll straighten his leg.
You?
Unfortunately, I've had occasion to try this sort of thing before. You have to place the bones as precisely as you can next to each other. It's hard, but you have to ignore any screams of pain. That's the only way to help him.
Well, fine. Try it then.
One of the sick men, Semek, is complaining about pain and the fact he can't work. He says he...
Semek? Is he one of our people?
No, he's a construction worker. He's bruised and confined to...
Henry, for God's sake, our neighbours are dying here. Your friends. There isn't time to waste on some construction workers' bruises. Oh, honestly, what were you thinking?
Listen, all I need to find out is the name of a herb.
Then go and look it up in a book. You've got your own herbarium, haven't you?
Nope.
What happened to Philip?
Poor man. There was nothing wrong with him, and now he's getting worse every day.
But do you know why?
Maybe. He didn't run away from Skalitz, you see. He hid for days, among the corpses. If he got poisoned.
But what can we do?
Us? Nothing. Only Father Simon might have been able to save him. He knew a lot about poisons.
And where is he?
You know he left Skalitz years ago.
And does anyone know where he ended up?
If you believe the stories about a wild man in the woods, then Rovnar is the place to go.
Tell me more about the situation here. All right.
Goodbye.
有冇小遊戲玩？
Are you holding him firmly?
Aye.
Quiet!
Swing 命令。
Done.
哇！一瞬間搞掂，厲害！
can't. I just can't.
好靚喎呢隻馬。呢隻再勁，呢隻再勁啲。咪藏屍嘅呢度。
Good. That's my book.
突然間多咗好多任務嘅嘅地方。 咁鬼神奇嘅呢個地形。唔可以攞走人哋個斧頭。
You've got no business here. You're just in the way.
咪行開啊你！我咪識佢嘅。可以爬上去。
May the Lord watch over you.
我食牆嚟嘅呢度，我仲以為入去右邊間屋。Private area。我其實可以練下，唔係講，我其實可以練下我開鎖技能，有 herbalist， 呢度，啊？ What the fuck? What the fuck? 呢間咩屋嚟嘅？我諗係啲收市住嘅地方，但係佢又唔鎖門。點解可以？有啲地方係鎖門，有啲地方唔鎖。Alright， 吓呢個防守地，防守地區喺依間房出嚟，嗰度見到啲礦山。
Hey, who's there?
就係呢度入到去啊，呢度 private 嘅 monastery 喺嗰度。大嘅地方，有啲建築物嗰啲幾層結構啦。呢個城係咪同 Rata 差唔多大？係咯，四條線。講嘢。
What was that noise? What are you doing? Clear up quick, or I'll throw you out.
All right.點先計我做完 ？Optional. What the fuck? Okay. 嗰個撈少少啫。
It's done.
Did you weed the beds and leave what should be growing there alone?
Not a leaf wasted.
I'm glad to hear it. I'm going to check with my own eyes. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Quiet!
好大片田喎呢度。中間呢棟嘢做乜嘢？誒？For what?
Were you satisfied with my weeding?
It wasn't the best work I've ever seen, but you pulled up more weeds than herbs, so you deserve a reward.
我係咪漏咗啲嘢？我就依度啊！呢度咪計？呢度係咪計㗎？啊！啊！邊個啱？哎呀！
Done.
Did you weed the...
Not a leaf.
I'm glad to hear it. I'm going to check.
God be with you.
好多士兵嘅地方。呢堆唔係 steel 嘅，好鬼神奇。點解要幫起身？
Were you satisfied with my weeding?
It wasn't the best work I've ever seen, but you pulled up more weeds than herbs, so you deserve a reward.
Aye. Aye.我呢度都計嘅。呢個位，呢度都有城牆喎，幾神奇啊！雖然好容易爬過去。
God save you. What can I do for you?
Whose house is this?
It's our local custodians, the most esteemed Sir Sebastian, Baron von Berg.
What does the custodian do anyway?
Well, he's meant to look after the local community and keep the peace.
But
in fact, he seems more interested in robbing everyone blind.
you don't seem to think very much of him.
Well, of course I do. A man with a nose so stuck up that it acts as a rain funnel can't be all bad.
I'm much obliged.
Don't mention it.
You look bored.
Beyond tears.
How can you be bored here in Sasau? In such a holy place, filled with knowledge.
Don't even talk to me about it. They won't let you touch the books. They don't want to talk to you. And when I wanted to look at the remains of St. Procopius, at least, they ran me off. Me! Like some kind of thief. What good is the whole blasted monastery if I can't even do that?
Well, they say there's not much left of poor Procopius.
What's that got to do with anything?
I'm not blaming you. It's just that only monks have access to the reliquary in the crypt. Folk were even taking relics away from St. Procopius' cave for protection before. Now no one's allowed in there.
I know, but I never dream of doing that. I just wanted to touch them for luck.
Maybe I could help you.
How? You're not planning some mischief, are you?
No, not at all. I was going to bring you something from the cave under the monastery where he spent his time. You can get in there, you could touch it for luck, and then I'd return it.
Oh, now. You do that for me?
Of course.
Then I'd be very grateful to you. Take care now.
Chris Giffen.
My respects to you.
I'm helping at the infirmary now, and I came to ask...
Ah, and how is Johanka? Do you know her well?
Yes, I do.
Good, good. Does she ever talk about me?
佢喺度重用嗰啲人啲嘅，好似認得翻啲人。
Sometimes. A little.
That's good. Excellent. Johanka means a lot to me.
I'm mainly here for supplies and to talk about the state of the wounded from Skalitz. They need blankets, food...
Well, that's not my problem. Let the infirmarius take care of it.
His hands are tied. Until the abbot comes back, he can't get anything.
And why should that interest me?
Wow. Wow.
Because I'll pay you.
For supplies? But of course. That will be...
Oh, come off it. You get your supplies from the monastery for free. No one will bat an eyelid if you ask for more. Blankets can get chewed up by mice. Food can go off. What do you say to this?
That's a poor offer. Yes, these things happen, certainly. And as long as the monastery needs my protection, they'll have to put up with it. May the Lord watch over you.
理嘅。
Do you need any more help?
Knowledge of herbal remedies always comes in handy. Listen up. We have some new brothers who are meant to help me with the wounded, but not all of them know their medicinal herbs as well as I'd hope. They'll have to be taught.
I'm not much of a teacher.
I should imagine not. But you won't be doing any teaching, just helping me put together our new herbarium. I shall need all of the herbs mentioned in the old one.
That sounds easy. I'll be right back.
Don't be so sure. Some of the herbs are shy little things, prone to hiding from sight. When you've collected one of each, come back for your reward. One more thing. Bring me some old book or other. We'll scrape off the old ink to make a palimpsest, and use the blank pages for the herbarium.
An old book. Very well. Thank you.
Good luck to you.
Well.我就睇下中意呢度。我諗我去開下地圖先，唔知點入去。區應該有嘢嘅。依區應該有嘢。
Yeah.
其實呢度嚿雲都未開到，過唔到河嘅睇落去。
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
會咁大概喺度度。 到嗰隻。
呀！
條路咧喂。
呀！呀！
判斷唔到我所在地喺邊而家。我諗喺呢度噃。係。
呀！
佢其實解個雲都幾大片嘅。喂，俾動物襲擊。
呀！呀！
啊！追唔到我啩，應該。呢度有條橋。
Well, I know. Your kid turns up willingly for the
Holy shit. 唔知跑到邊而家。 又兜翻轉頭，呢度啊。
Yeah.
Where？ 新城市，哦，應該細城市嚟嘅呢個，幾近嘅兩個地方。
Yeah.
係 lodge 嚟嘅嗰個，就嚟睇翻 Scarlet。咁樣睇個地圖。
Lost something hereabouts?
Village.
Has something happened?
Yeah.
對鞋啊爛得最快。
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
The Sasau swordsmith tells me he'd pay handsomely for a piece of the sword some pilgrim from the Holy Land was selling here a while ago.
Well, my lad, I can't help you there. We're the back of beyond here. Not even a pilgrim ever stops by. But even if he did, what use would some relic be to me? And what would I pay him with? Good luck to you.
What's the matter?
It's the tourney. It always upsets me.
What tourney?
You don't know about the tournament? Sir Hanush decided to revive the regular Rakai tournament again. The first one will be tomorrow, in the courtyard at the upper castle.
Why would the tourney upset you?
It brings back sad memories about my son Svartalflook. God rest him. He always loved sword fighting. Even when he was just a lad, he used to duel with his mates with sticks. And for years he saved every groschen he got so as he could buy a real weapon. Wasn't long before he had the hang of all sorts of fancy strikes and feints. So when he heard Sir Hanush was holding tourneys for common folk, he was first in line to enroll.
I see. And he got hurt in the arena?
Oh, heavens no. Sir Hanush set the rules in such a way that nobody would suffer more than a bruise or two, and he makes damn sure the rules are obeyed.
Did your son ever win the tourney?
Oh, aye, more than once. Svartalflook wasn't the strongest, but he was agile as a weasel, and he put his heart and soul into it.
就係因為做打鐵嘅工作啦，應該。
So what happened to him then?
Well, this fella by the name of Peter enrolled. They called him Black Peter on account of the colour he wore. He beat all comers. No man could match him. Only Svartalflook was determined to take him, so he started training all the hours God gave. He even started going to Captain Bernard for lessons. And in the last tourney, he got the better of Black Peter in the end and won the prize. Only he never came home that day. I figured he was having a drink in Rattay to celebrate his victory. But he didn't even turn up in the morning, and I started getting worried. I was just on my way to look for him when some merchants came by. They found my boy by the road just past Rattay. He was still alive, but he was burning up and shaking like a leaf. I sent for the sawbones right away. But before the day was out, I had to send for the priest.
Do you think it was this Black Peter who killed him?
It was the first thing crossed my mind. Aye. But there's no proof. It could have been anyone, I suppose.
Do you know anything about this Black Peter?
Oh, not much. I asked around, but nobody knew nothing much about him. Except he was a stuck-up bastard. He always just turned up for the tourney, took his prize and vanished.
Did Svartalflook have any wounds?
Only a couple of scratches and bruises from the tourney. Nothing that would kill a man. Not even the sawbones could figure out what done him in.
Look, I'll try and find out what happened to your boy. I can't promise anything, but if I turn anything up, I'll let you know.
Oh, thank you. I swear to Almighty God I won't let you go unrewarded.
You were saying about the tourney.
Take care now.
Well.
What else, you, sir?
你有咩買？Antidote。想賣麵包嘅人有 antidote。 名嘅呢個人。
My humble greetings. How may I help you? May the Lord watch over you.
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
學娛樂咁鬼耐。
How are things here? Oh, fair enough, I suppose. Take care now.
呢條河係呢度。兩個翼 explored。呢度有條路睇落，開地圖先啦，唉，開地圖先，咁空曠喺呢度，有咩營地嚟？個 crewman 嚟嘅嗰對。借人嚟。呢度有個城市，估你唔到。因為呢度一大片森林係完全未開發咯。可以練下字。10
Good day to you. What do you need?
Is there someone here who compete with me in archery?
Sure. There's always arrows flying here. How good are you with the bow? So I can find you a suitable opponent.
I've shot a few times.
Then you'll have no trouble finding an opponent. Advanced archers shoot 13 arrows. Splendid! Here's some arrows for you. But you can use your own if you want. Meanwhile, I'll round up the competition. Take care. Right! Archers! Let's begin!
喺落雨嘅時間射箭。唉，應該啲箭擺喺腰間先啱啊，唔係擺喺背脊。
The victor is Henry! Contest over!
睇到點去 Rovna 啦條路。養馬嘅呢度都係。
Yeah.
條路喺邊啊？啊？ 好難理解嗰啲設計，呢條橋喺度，唔係橋。畜牧嘅呢度。OK， 開咗唔少地圖啊，今日。可以去 A 呢個地方。竟然冇。係邊嚟㗎？好似危險喎條友。
May I have your attention for a moment?
What is it?
I'd like to challenge you to a duel, sir. A little amicable combat.
Why would I want to fight you?
Ad honorem, friend. For honor. For the thrill of combat.
Sorry, but I won't risk getting crippled on account of some tavern yarn.
I understand. Then I was mistaken about you. My apologies for troubling you.
回憶下我做緊咩先。My friend Tim。
My respects to you.
Do you know Timmy? He's a big man and...
A complete numbskull? Aye. He works here. Or he used to. I'm not sure. He vanished a few days ago. As far as I know, no one's seen him since. But try asking his sister, Mirka. She works here too.
God be with you.
會發光，放咗燈籠喺度。
I'm honored that you should come to me.
I'm looking for a colossus by the name of Timmy. I heard he works here.
I don't know anyone like that.
Listen, someone wants to kill him. I have to warn him.
My God. So it's true then. That idiot's got himself mixed up in something dangerous again. All right, but not here. We'll talk round the back, behind the mill.
有咩分別啊？冇人呢度。
Here I am. So, why all the secrecy?
What do you want from Timmy?
Can you tell me where to find him?
Promise me nothing will happen to him.
Why do you care so much?
He's my brother. He's not very smart, you see, and he's always getting led astray by his no-good friends. And now there's some right peculiar characters looking for him.
Who are they?
I don't know. But they look like cutthroats, and they said some strange things, but I didn't tell them anything.
That's good. But sooner or later they'll find him anyway. Tell me where he is and I'll take care of him.
He's hiding at the Colburn farm, over by Merriad.
直接打㗎咯。
I get the feeling you're looking for someone here. I'm looking for someone too. Maybe we can help each other.
And who are you looking for?
A great big ox by the name of Timmy.
I'm afraid I don't know anything about him.
That's a shame, a crying shame. I take good care of people who help me. Now, if someone were to tell me where to find Timmy, I might offer that man a job. We could use a smart fellow like that at the camp.
You have an encampment somewhere?
Well, sure we do. And no shortage of coin if you're ready to earn it.
Where is it?
Ha, all in good time. First, prove we can trust you. Help us find Timmy.
All right, I'll tell you where he is.
Really? Why would you do that?
We're all Christians here, aren't we? Why not help thy neighbour? Especially if he pays 20 groschen.
Ha! You wouldn't be my cousin by any chance. I'll give you 24, no more. Half now, and half when we find him.
Deal. I hear he's hiding in Ratai.
Oh, yeah? Where in Ratai?
He's at the butcher's. They're his kin.
Well, excuse me if I take that with a grain of salt. I'll just leave Radan here to keep an eye on you. For your own protection, you know. Come with us if you've got the stomach for it. If not, come and find us in the Samapesh Tavern when it's all over. Or we'll find you. Come on, boys!
Don't fucking annoy me.
佢係跟住我。好難度嘅。